And we welcome everyone to the Palace in Wayne Trace. Great to be back with you here on WOSN with Miles Holliday. I'm Randy Roberts' partner. Feels like we were just here a week ago to watch the Raiders in action. A couple of teams we've seen a time at least once already this year as the Raiders entertain the Crestview Knights.
Yeah, it's kind of our loop, isn't it? Spencerville, then Wayne Trace. That's what we've done the last 2 weeks, and I don't know about you, but why complain? We've seen some great basketball, right? We're going to have another tremendous matchup, a little rivalry right in front of us here tonight. And Randy Roberts, where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
But Crestview comes in at 2-3, coming off a loss last night at Spencerville as they kicked off Northwest Conference play 54-43. Two players ended up in double figures for the Knights. Ren Sheets led them with 12, Tommy Hefner with 10. So one of the things we talked about on Friday night when we saw them was getting contributions from other players. We knew Red Sheets is going to run the offense, or at least the offense is going to run through him for this Crestview team when we learned a little bit about some of those other players.
Yeah, Tommy Hefner can be a big-time scorer for them. That's going to help them a lot, alleviate some of that pressure that Ren Sheets, the defending player of the year in the Northwest Conference. He had 12 points last night. You say, well, that's a pretty good night. Well, he's been averaging 20, so great job by Spencerville handling him. Will Sheets, his little brother, I thought, Randy, he did a really nice job last night when they made the run, cut it down to about 3. He did a good job of helping them with that Twin Towers look. Now, the problem for him, though, is he picked a 4th foul up in that 3rd quarter, and that kind of really hurt their momentum moving forward from there.
Meanwhile, for Wayne Trace, the Raiders come in at 3-1 with wins over Lincoln View Parkway and Van Wert. That was last Saturday. Last time they took the floor, we were here for that when Van Wert jumped out to an 11-0 lead, and then Wayne Trace was able to bounce back. Took a loss at Bryan, 55-49, but they've got some playmakers as well. Carter Clemens is averaging a double-double early part of the year, 16 points, 10.5 rebounds, but he's got some help. Caden Sin is at 14.5, had a season-high 17 in that win over the Cougars last Saturday. And Tanner Lockoff, you're kind of waiting for him to have a big game this year, 11 points, 3.5 assists.
Yeah, Tanner Lockoff, I'm glad you brought him up because people are like, well, he should be scoring more, but let's not just think about scoring only. Take a look at the rest of the stat sheet. He leads his team with 14 assists, so he's being a very unselfish player, and if he can continue to distribute the basketball to help this Wayne Trace team make his teammates even better by dishing it off, that's going to help them go a long way. Another name that you might want to bring up, Zach Stoller, 6'6", sophomore. We saw him a week ago contribute with some big minutes. I think tonight he's going to have to play a big role, especially with the size that Crestview has with the Sheets brothers.
Just about ready for the national anthem here, so we will take a quick timeout. We'll come back with some keys to the game and the opening tip here as you watch high school basketball at WOSN. Randy Roberts and Miles Holliday back with you here as they go through the introductions of our starting lineups. That'll give us a minute. Take a look at some keys to the game for this one tonight. Partner, let's start some keys tonight for the Crestview Knights.
Well, number one, hand in the face. We all know that Wayne Trace loves to shoot the 3, and they're shooting it lights out, especially Caden Sin. He is hitting the 3 ball at 42%. So get a hand in that face. Nothing free on the perimeter for Wayne Trace. Number 2, catch on the move. I think this would really be a good move for them if they can get Ren Sheets going towards the basket, catching on the move. How many times last night, Randy, where he is standing on the low block waiting, easy to defend, right, when he's just stationary. Get him on the move. And then number 3, offensive balance. You touched on this in your pregame. Tommy Hefner, 10 points last night. They could get some more guys involved on the offensive end. Maybe it will be Braxton Leaf. Some other guys need to step forward because you can't expect Ren Sheets to score 20 every single night and carry the offensive load. So let's get some offensive balance.
And what'll be some keys to the game tonight for the Wayne Trace Raiders?
Swing your sword early, Raiders, right? We were here a week ago, and they got down 11-0. Don't want to get down by a big margin. Now, it is going to be difficult, Randy, because you take a whole week off from playing a game, you might have a little rust. So it'll be interesting. One of the themes here tonight, you have Crestview, who played last night. They're ready to go. Are they going to be fresh? And then you have Wayne Trace. Are they going to be rusty because they haven't played in a week? So swing your sword early. Make sure you attack early. Number 2, open looks. Once you have an open look, go ahead and bury it. Don't hesitate. You're a real good shooting team. And then number 3, outwork. And every time I say outwork, I think of this guy right here, Carter Clemens, number 22. He is just nothing but a ball of energy. He is going to outwork everybody to get rebounds. A double-double, 16 points, 11 rebounds. He's going to have to outwork Ren Sheets. It's going to be a battle on the boards between these teams.
So starting lineups tonight look like this for Crestview. They're going to go with Hayden Pear, a 6-foot junior. Braxton Leith, a 6-foot junior. Liam Putman, a 6'3 junior. Tommy Hefner, 6'1 senior. And Ren Sheets, a 6'6 senior. For Wayne Trace, starting lineup tonight will be Caden Sin, a 6-foot junior. Tanner Lockoff, a 5'10 junior. Brady Miller, a 6-foot senior. Tyson Gerber, 6'3 senior. Carter Clemens, a 6'3 junior.
Well, Randy Roberts is going to be Ren Sheets getting the tip for Crestview, and he's going to square off right away. Carter Clemens, Randy Roberts, it's go time.
Wayne Trace in the white with the red numerals with a little bit of blue trim. Opposite for Crestview with the blue and the white numerals, as to the surprise of a bunch of no one, Crestview wins the opening tip and we are underway. It's Crestview coming off a Friday night loss. Wayne Trace saw that game. We saw a good majority, if not the entire team, made the trip to Spencerville to take that one in. Taking advantage of the rare Friday night off. Here's a 3-ball from the corner, and it's going to be good. And that's how we're going to start with Braxton Leith.
Wow, great sign for Crestview and Doug Etzler, their head coach. If Braxton Leith can get going, it's going to help their offensive cause a great deal. Release, rotation, and splash.
Trying to answer at the other end. That one's going to be no good. Threes tonight are Hoffman Edwards Plumbing Heating and Air 3-pointers. Hoffman Edwards Plumbing takes pride in providing the highest quality plumbing and heating, along with the best customer service. Call 419-238-5628 for all of your HVAC needs. Now left open, Leith lost the handle of the basketball. He's going to come out to get it. Now here's Sheets inside. Got a little room, couldn't get it to go. Gets the put back, he'll put it up and in.
Ren Sheets, a tremendous offensive rebounder, went up and got a second chance opportunity. Just want to make sure that's not just the only way he is scoring, but great start for Crestview, 5-0.
As Miles said, 5-0 here. 6.5 minutes left to play opening quarter on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. Proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities.
A great man-to-man defensive principles by Crestview, but a nice little dribble drive by Tanner Lockoff, who you said needs to get going offensively. Nice job, Tanner Lockoff.
Gets the bucket there, makes it 5-2 as we see a little three-quarter court pressure applied. Crestview able to use a couple diagonal passes to break that pressure. They'll go to Sheets. It's the inside out. Leith is going to turn down the three. Get it out. Here's one top of the key. Sheets is going to go up and over a defender to come up with a rebound.
I think initially Ren Sheets was going to be okay, but the box out continued. Oh, and it is going to be on Gerber. I'm going to say he kind of undercut him on that rebound attempt. Good work by Ren Sheets.
A good look inside. Bullet pass off the inbound is going to be no good as Miller comes up with a miss for the Raiders. We see already someone getting up off the bench. Zach Stoller, the 6'6 sophomore, ready to make his way in. Here's a good turnaround to the low block. Wild shot is no good by Gerber. Ball's loose on the floor, and it looks like it's going to be corralled by Sheets.
Well, you see the advantage of playing Friday night for Crestview is really paying off. They are a little more crisp in the early going. You know, I don't know if Wayne Trace is just a slow starting team like we saw last week against Van Wert, but definitely initiating all the offensive movement and defensive intensity Crestview early in this game.
Good ball movement here for Crestview as they go side to side. Right now, Leith with it. Looking inside, can't find anything, kicks it out. Here's Hefner. Hefner's going to come out, reset the offense. We're already down near the 5-minute mark of this opening quarter.
The zone look is giving up a three early to Leith and then an offensive rebound, but Jim Linder saying we're going to stay in it. This is what we do.
And it's going to force the turnover. They tried to go over the top. Lockoff at the wing brings this one into the front court following the turnover. Holds high near that center circle. Swings it around to the left wing for Caden Sin.
A nice job by Leith pushing through that cut.
His job is to just chase around Lockoff all night. Open pass underneath is going to be no good as Clemens couldn't get all the way to the to the backboard for the layup.
Yeah, that was a great screen and roll. He was all by himself. Looked like he didn't know if he wanted to try to dunk it or lay it in.
Wild three is going to be no good, so Wayne Trace will get this one back. He's trying to get one from the angle. That one's no good by Sin. Crestview's going to have this. They'll push the tempo here halfway through this opening quarter. 5-2, Crestview on top on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. Here's Sheets from the baseline, draws the double team, gets the kick out, and we'll get a travel as Tommy Hefner tried to pull up to the free throw line.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like you look at the scoreboard and this should be like a 7-8 point lead for Crestview, right?
It feels that way.
Yeah, just only 3 for Wayne Trace. A little bit of a sluggish start again, but you're only down by 3 early and you missed an easy layup, or else it'd be a much different game.
This is Zach Stoller in for Wayne Trace, while Owen Heckler has made an appearance now for Crestview. Raiders trying to get something offensively. A lot of standing around the perimeter right now.
Hey, keep your eye on Heckler. He came in and gave this Crestview team a spark in the second half, bearing a couple threes against Spencerville as they were climbing their way back into that one.
And we're going to get a push trying to come through a screen. Foul's going to go on Hayden Parrott. It's going to be his first of the night whistled against the Knights as Wayne Trace will make another change.
Will Sheets checks in. What a night he had as they go to this Twin Tower look. 33-23 on the low block.
As Lance Manley checks in as well for Wayne Trace. They turned around on the baseline. Good look there. Over one of those towers is Zach Stoller at 6'6" will score.
Oh, I didn't know if I was looking at Kevin McHale at first or Zach Stoller. Sophomore with a nice touch.
3 from the corner. That one's going to be no good. As Clemens comes up with a miss, and now the Raiders try to push again. Lockoff send this one to Sin. Sin with the floater. That one's going to be left short.
Yeah, somebody moved the hoop on him.
Heckler gets the rebound and an outlet for Hefner. Trying to find the lob inside. Will Sheets does a nice job working side to side. Comes up to the high post. His brother Ren with the basketball right now. Ren trying to go over the top. We'll find that pass. Bounce will go into the quarter. Now the baseline drive and a nice move and score out of Hefner.
Yeah, Tommy Hefner, very aggressive. Goes into the contact. Like his game. Starting to assert himself. If he can be a guy that attacks the rim, it's going to go a long way to improving this Crestview offense.
So 7-4 on our Carry Insurance scoreboard here. Near 2 minutes to go opening quarter. There's Clemens holding. Comes back with that dribble. He's going to give behind for Manley. Manley cut off there defensively. Good effort by Heckler. Now we're going to get a whistle before the shot. This one's going to come on the floor.
I think they're going to whistle Will Sheets, 23 on it. Will's got to remember that baby hook was just made by Stoller, so he's going to come back to it. Don't overplay that inside dribble. Wait for him to come back to the baseline.
So Hayden Parrott back onto the floor for Crestview while Brady Miller re-enters for Wayne Trace. The pull-up jumper, that one doesn't go. Ren Sheets tried to hang in the air as long as he could for the rebound, but brother Will comes away with it. Now here's Hefner. Hefner will give into the corner for Heckler. Back up top, Parrott will reverse this one. Now the entry pass is going to be knocked away. Good job, Wayne Trace, reading that one. Lockoff comes up with a steal. Into the corner it'll go, back out to the wing. Lockoff trying to get a screen. Goes baseline where he runs into contact, and we will get a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, you knew it was going to be a foul or a made layup because Lockoff recognized that Parrott was out of position once he got the ball on the wing. So if you attack that baseline, he's going to have to open up and let you have an easy two or bump you for the foul.
So now some confusion off the...
No, I like it. Play with 6. Jim Linder, smart. If you can get 6 guys to play and they don't stop you, go ahead and try it.
Which guy was supposed to come out off the substitution? Now we're back to action. Here's the Raiders unable to score from close range, but they'll get another opportunity thanks to the offensive rebound. Now trapped under the basket is Miller, gets the kick out. Now Gerber comes to the wing. Wanted a little pick and roll, couldn't find anything there. Back up top, it'll come to Miller.
But Crestview is doing a great job of just staying on every cut towards that ball.
Along the baseline, Stoller again gets the kick out. Manley starts the drive. Ball is partially deflected from behind as Crestview comes up with this one as we near the 30-second mark of this opening quarter.
Yeah, another one-and-done trip as Crestview has done a great job eliminating all that work that Carter Clemens loves to do on the offensive glass. Crestview dominating the boards early.
So Knights are going to hold, it looks like, for the final shot of the quarter. And why not? You're up 7-4 here after one. See some movement now with under 10 to go in this quarter. There's Leith trying to find somewhere. They go into the corner for Heckler. Three's no good. Will Sheets, does he get it? No, they're going to wave it off.
Just barely missed it in time, but the official came to the middle of the floor and emphatically said, no, a little bit too late, or else it'd be a bigger lead for Crestview.
7-4 Crestview after one. We'll take a timeout here at WOSN. (7-4) Crestview in front of Wayne Trace after one. So, partner, talk about Wayne Trace having to step it up after the slow start. We saw them a week ago. Well, they managed 4 points in that opening quarter.
Yeah, so that's what they do, right? Not as crisp as they wanted to be, but yet again, only down by 3.
And getting to play at Wayne Trace's pace, but Crestview's pace, but a good start to the second quarter as the Huffman-Edwards Plumbing Heating and Air 3 is good for Tanner Lockoff.
Yeah, Tanner Lockoff, 36% from behind the arc this year, 100% that time.
Ties us up at 7 apiece. No free throws have been made yet tonight. When they do, they are Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws, located in Waupun, Devils, and St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. So Crestview being patient once again. Here's Ren Sheets on the baseline, trying to get it to his brother. Will's going to mishandle it. Ball squirts free, and the Raiders have it. Thought about pushing tempo. Now they'll back up play in the half court. Manley has this one. He will find Tyson Gerber.
Much better job of moving the ball from side to side. And how about that block by Will Sheets?
The 6'4" sophomore just erases it. Pull-up jumper, step inside the arc is no good. Now we got a push-off going for the rebound. I believe this is going to go on the young Sheets. I believe he's picked up his second now.
Now this is a problem for Crestview. Gives him so many great minutes. Had the huge block a moment ago on the defensive end. But you come down and he picks up his second foul. You can't play if you're not on the floor, and picking up those fouls make you have to sit. Doug Etzler going to say, we're going to sit the young man down. Got to save him for the second half.
So Will Sheets, as Miles said, sits down now with 2 fouls here. 6.5 minutes left to go in our second quarter. 7-all in our Carry Insurance scoreboard. So instead, Ren Sheets will get involved and send one out of play.
That's like a volleyball kill, isn't it? He just went up and just destroyed it. I'm going to guess this, okay, Randy? At the end of the year, the 2 leaders in blocks for Crestview are going to both be last name Sheets.
Now, are one-on-one games just 0-0 because they just send each
First
other
one to
shots
score
back?
wins, yeah. It's midnight. Mom's yelling at him to come in.
Someone make one, will you? It's been that kind of night here in the Palace as well. High lob, trying to get it into Clemens through a double team. Works his way around, gets to the basket, can't finish, but he's going to go to the free throw line.
I thought Liam Putnam, number 5 for Crestview, working hard, was matching the intensity that Carter Clemens, who's been kind of quiet so far. Crestview's done a really good job of negating his energy on the glass. First time he's really been able to do what he does best, rebound the basketball.
So foul is on Leith. That's going to be his first, as Carter Clemens will knock down the first Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw. Now he'll make it 2 for 2.
Now how about that? Now a 2-point lead for Wayne Trace. And they get to dig back into this matchup zone to make things difficult.
Yeah, 5-0 run for the Raiders, stretching back to that opening period. It's Crestview working up top, trying to find an answer, trying to find somewhere to go. They want to get it to Ren Sheets, get it down the low block. There's the kick out. Step out, 3. That one's going to be no good. Sheets able to somehow come away with the rebound, gives to the cutter, and on the way to the basket, the score for Hefner.
Yeah, first a great pass by Sheets to find an open Hefner. He misses a 3. Sheets chases it down, and then he finds a great look for another cutter by Tommy Hefner.
Ties us up at 9 here on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. There's a good play defensively. Holding tight was Hefner. And then Sheets will get involved, gets another block. So Ren and Will with 2 each so far, I think, somewhere right around there.
Very reminiscent of Mutombo and Alonzo Mourning from Georgetown years ago.
Just need a little finger waving after Here's Sheets from a seated position is going to find an open player. There's the kick out. Leith is going to take the 3. Can't get that one to go. And finally, Zach Stoller says he's had enough. He's just going to go and get the rebound.
No, I loved it. Stoller got the rebound. And what did he do, Randy? He kept it high. You know, a lot of times you get that rebound, and what do you do? Bring it down to the little guys, and they can steal it. Not Stoller, well-schooled, fundamental post play. It's almost like the family knows how to play in the post.
You get a foul here as Braxton Leith is going to pick up his second. Third whistled on the Knights here in the second quarter. Sid will get the inbound into Tanner Lockoff. Now dribble handoff back for Lockoff as Clemens tried to roll to the basket. Tried again. That's a good matchup. Clemens and Ren Sheets battling it out. Lockoff with a crossover, can't shake free. Now Manley trying to get to the basket, and that one is going to be blocked away.
Now guess who? Sheets again.
Might only have to give him a half block on that one. Here's one out of bounds. Officials didn't get a good look at it. They're going to discuss this one.
Going to go to a jump ball. Jump ball, and it's going to stay here with Crestview, and that high technology possession arrow for Wayne Trace is going to be flipped back over.
Oh, I love it, right? Crestview is going to maintain possession here. Sheets trying to get positioning. We've got 5 white jerseys will surround him. Good kick out, baseline jumper. That one hits the iron. Rebound pops free. Lockoff able to grab it. Lockoff trying to get to the basket, and now we're going to get a whistle. And a tough break for Crestview's Braxton Leith is going to pick up his 3rd.
Oof. Yeah, just early in the game, and that's a risky run when you leave a guy out there with 2 fouls. Of course, once he picks up his 3rd, I mean, you gotta sit him. No way you can have him pick up a 4th here in the first quarter. But on the other end, boy, what a great job Wayne Trace is doing. You mentioned 5 guys on Ren Sheets. Until Crestview consistently hits perimeter jumpers, that's what you're gonna see out of that zone. Might as well keep sagging.
So Hayden Parrott will come on to replace Leith. Good pump fake high off the window. Shot's going to be no good for Brady Miller. Crestview's going to come up with this one. It is Parrott. Parrott trying to find somewhere to go with the basketball. Now they just work it side to side, trying to find something. Now they do get it into Sheets. Sheets with the kick out. Another baseline jumper. That one halfway down the cylinder before spitting out. But an offensive rebound.
Yeah, good dig out by Heckler to steal possession.
Sheets trying to find someone to get this one out to Parrott. And now a pull-up jumper opposite side is going to be no good as Gerber comes up with a miss.
Oh, what winds up happening, Randy, when you struggle from the perimeter, you start trying to guide it instead of just going up and shoot it. And I think you saw that in a couple attempts at possession by Crestview.
So under 2.5 minutes left to play opening half. Here's Gerber. He's going to try and hit the 3. That one's going to be no good. Sheets does a nice job staying inbound. 9-9. We're tied in our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Carry Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. have ourselves a timeout on the floor. 2:10 to play in our opening half. We'll take the timeout as well here on WOSN. Well, each team has got one three-pointer apiece, and the three-pointers tonight are Hoffman Edwards Plumbing and Heating. Three-pointers, Hoffman Edwards Plumbing taking great pride in providing the highest quality plumbing and heating, along with the best customer service. Call 419-238-5628 for all of your HVAC needs. Now, partner, we got a bit of a rock fight here, opening half of basketball, 9-all. Wayne Trace and Crestview.
That might be a Boulder fight with a 9-point tie with 2 minutes left in this half.
Now, if you were to tell me Wayne Trace and Crestview were to get together in football, 9-9, 2 minutes left in the half, I'd believe you. If you were to tell me 9-9 in basketball, maybe 2 minutes in, I'd believe you. Wayne Trace has found something with this defense, has made it difficult. Wayne Trace has been, Crestview just been unable to find anything offensively.
Yeah, much better ball movement this possession by Crestview.
As you watch the defenders for Wayne Trace, they will just bump and knock run sheets around. They will just pinball off of them. And they've had, at times, 5 white jerseys surround him.
Yeah, the thing that is difficult for Ren Sheets is once he beats a man in that zone, another one's right in front of him.
Off the rebound, Paul pops free, and Sheets able to get to the basket. He'll score and now have a chance at a three-point play.
Well, that's how you beat the zone. Get a steal, and then you don't have to play through the zone. It becomes a two-man game, and nice pass by Hayden Parrott to Ren Sheets, who you can tell enjoys an open floor.
Zach Stoller picks up the foul, his first, team's first here with a minute 5 before halftime. Ren Sheets will now go to Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Waupun, Devils, and St. Mary's, locally owned and operated. Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. Missed the free throw, so Wayne Trace gets this one. We roll under a minute left to play, opening half on our Carry Insurance scoreboard. Clemens needing some help now as he picked up his dribble. Ball's going to be knocked away, and we'll get a foul called in midcourt.
Boy, how good defensively is Ren Sheets. Lost count of how many blocks he's had this first half, but even when he comes out in the perimeter, just those quick hands, pokes out the ball from behind, little tap out, gets his Crestview team transitioning in a hurry.
So Crestview with the opportunity here, 45 seconds to go before halftime. Hefner just stands near the timeline with Wayne Trace in that zone.
This is where whoever's watching this game, 2 people are watching it. One's going to say, when are they going to bring the shot clock in? The other guy's going, no, never bring it in, right?
I can see that. So which one are you, so I know
shot
which
clock,
part I have
absolutely. To be. Shot clock, bring it in.
What do you set it at?
2. Just half-court shot after half-court shot.
Turning down the open 3 was Parrott. He'll get it out to Hefner. That one's going to be no good. Ball's loose on the rebound, and there's a push, and we're going to go to the other end. And that's going to be the 5th foul on Crestview this quarter, and that's going to put Wayne Trace into the bonus.
Yeah, there's one thing I never understand. If you're going to hold it for what you think's the last shot, why not just hold it for the last shot? Because how many times you and I have watched games over the years where you don't hold it for the last shot, and then what winds up happening? The other team gets a shot, or you commit a foul, and you have this situation here where Clemens goes to the line.
So he will get 2 freebies from the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. So Clemens has his 3rd made free throw of the night. That's where all 3 of his points have come from. Also puts the Raiders back in front here, 11-10. Second one rolls off. So 5 seconds left. Crestview, one more opportunity. Parrott from half court will get the top of the backboard. So that'll do it for our opening half of basketball. 11-10, Wayne Trace in front of Crestview. At the half, we'll take a timeout. Come back with the second half when we return here on WOSN. Randy Roberts, Miles Holiday back with you here from the Palace in Wayne Trace, where it is Crestview holds a 1-point lead over the Raiders at the break, 11-10. Whew, I don't even know where to begin to describe that first half of basketball.
Imagine a scenario if I would have told you before this game started that Ren Sheets would only have 4 points at half, but yet Caden Sin for Wayne Trace would not have a single point in the first half. What would you have said to me?
I would have called you a liar, among other things.
Yeah, exactly, right? But yeah, here we are, and that's the case. I mean, it's beautifully ugly, isn't it? I mean, it's a very competitive game, 11-10, but boy, it is like getting a root canal at the dentist.
It's going to be Wayne Trace basketball to begin the second half. These are two veteran coaches that know how to take something away. There's a good look under the basket to begin this second half. We're going to get a travel. So Caden Sin's going to turn this over.
Yeah, it's too bad. It really negated a great back screen to get Sin free. I like Jimmy Linder's mind. Let's get our big-time scorer, Caden Sin, going early. Unfortunately, turnover.
Crestview will get this one for the first time to begin our second half. Trying to find Ren Sheets. Now he's got two teammates in front of him. Ren trying to get positioning, but again, there's at least 3 white jerseys surrounding him at all times. Ren with the basketball now, gets the kick out, and the three, that one halfway down before it spits out.
That was a good look by Parrott. Shot it in rhythm, got the pass by Ren Sheets, and Sheets hustles down and gets the defensive board.
Yeah, Lockoff in the lane, just unable to finish from close range. Now a hold coming after the rebound. Carter Clemens is going to pick up the foul, his first of the second half, which comes with 7:09 left to go on our Carey Insurance scoreboard. Carey Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. It's Crestview trying to find something. They'll settle for the Braxton Leith Huffman Edwards Plumbing three-pointer.
Yeah, second one for Braxton Leith in this game. A man that loves three because he wears number 3. Big-time basket. And this seems like a huge lead now with 4 points.
Yeah, 2 possessions. This has been something of three-pointers tonight. Are brought to you by Huffman Edwards Plumbing. They take great pride in providing the highest quality plumbing and heating along with the best customer service. Call 419-238-5628 for all of your HVAC needs.
Hayden Parrott doing a great job on Caden Sin, absolutely suffocating everywhere he moves.
Oh, Tanner Lockoff, how about the crossover and step through to get the basket in the lane there?
Now Lockoff has brought his offensive game now up to 7 points.
He's got 7 of the 12 that Wayne Trace has tonight. Now Crestview going inside in. Nice job getting around to Leith. That corner spot is his spot as he buries his second Huffman Edwards Plumbing Heating and Air three-pointer.
Yeah, how about Leith really stepping forward from behind the arc here tonight. His third one already.
That's back-to-back possessions of a couple of big threes. As Crestview leads this one by 5. Trying to get back to 500. Now he's going to get a steal. 2-on-1, he's got a teammate with him. He's going to pull up from the wing and buries it.
Boy, he is feeling it. The momentum of his three-point shooting ability carried over on a great steal defensively. And Randy, when he turned around to shoot that follow-away, I was like, oh, that's a bad choice. But he absolutely buried it.
7-point lead now, 19-12. Crestview leads this one, 5:10 and counting left to go, third quarter. Lockoff trying to get into the lane once again, turns. He's going to see the big man right in front of him. Ren Sheets comes up with a steal, but he's going to have it knocked away from behind, gets it back. Crestview is going to maintain possession. There's Leith again. Does he get his third of the quarter? He does not, and getting the rebound will be Lockoff.
Now, you can't be upset at that shot selection if you're Doug Etzler. He's been red hot. Go ahead and fill it up.
Lockoff gives this one out, Brady Miller. Miller with a handoff for Caden Sin. Sid trying to find someone. Here's Clemens with it. And now that flat foot three off the wing is going to be no good as Hayden Parrott will tip the rebound to himself. Parrott wants to go coast to coast. He'll lay that one up off the iron and in. And it looks like Wayne Trace has seen enough, and the Raiders will take a timeout. 4:22 left to go, third quarter in our Carey Insurance scoreboard. Now 21-12, we'll take a timeout here at WOSN. 4:22 left to play third quarter. Miles, what a run. Crestview's come out to begin the third quarter thanks to some three-point shooting by Braxton Leith.
Yeah, the thing about hitting the perimeter jumper for Crestview is it's going to force Wayne Trace to jump out of that zone. And I think we're going to get a little bit of a, yep, somebody call U-Haul, because that's a mover.
That has coaches for Wayne Trace a little upset. Jim Linders does not agree.
I'm going to whistle Zach Stoller with the moving screen. I think all young Stoller needs to do is just put one of those battleship feet out in front of a guy. Look how big those feet are. And that will screen somebody.
It's a second foul on Stoller, second and a half against the Raiders here. And they're going to jump out and force a turnover. Trying to get to the basket. About the play there for the junior Lance Manley.
A Manley-sized play with the steal. And then the contact, the make. And what do you do for the old-fashioned? You flex for your teammates.
That's right. He'll have a chance at a three-point play now as he'll step to the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Devilson, St. Mary's, locally owned and operated. Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too.
Oh, nice answer out of the timeout for Jim Linder's team. Wayne Trace Raiders, a little three-point play.
Some back into this one, now down 21-15. As the offenses have heated up compared to what we saw that opening half of basketball. Parrott thought about the three, worked this one into the corner.
They got to swing it quickly. If they get it quickly moved, Braxton Leith in that corner, nobody's been on him.
Leith has switched sides. He's gone to the right side. That opens the door for Hayden Parrott, who will knock down the Hoffman-Edwards plumbing heating and air three-pointer.
It's been the hot spot for this Crestview team. The corner on that zone, they've been able to exploit it here in the second half.
Opens up a 9-point lead now with 3 minutes left to go in our third quarter. It's Carter Clemens, top of the key, gives this one off Lockoff. Lockoff gives it to the wing. Clemens able to get to the basket, will score and have a chance at a three-point play.
How about Clemens? Not even sure he saw the backboard when he released it, but the high spinning shot and the smooch for the old-fashioned three-point play.
So he'll have a chance here at the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line.
Boy, if Wayne Trace could get Clemens going here in the second half, they'll go a long way to getting this W. It was awfully quiet in the first half, but then again, Randy, every scorer was quiet in that first half.
But Clemens now doubles his point total up to 6, which is also the lead for Crestview, now 24-18. Crestview still going up against that zone defense out of Wayne Trace.
Let's see if they can get it into Will Sheets on that far low block. Working against Clemens.
It's Crestview being patient as Wren pops up to the wing. Not quite sure where to go with the basketball. Leith will get this one into the corner. Back out for Heckler. Heckler comes top of the key. Picks up his dribble. He'll fire away. Three-pointer's a little short. Trying to get the lob, and it's going to be taken away by Heckler. A little bit of contact, and everyone's going to play on. So Sheets now, it's his Wren Sheets from the corner. He'll go over the top. Heckler is able to hang on to the pass. Now Leith, who's got the hot hand here in this third quarter. Wren Sheets trying to go baseline. Bounces a pass for his brother. Didn't quite get enough on that one, and Wayne Trace comes away with it.
Now, did Clemens get a piece of that?
It's tough to tell if he did that or thought he was going to get it and didn't put a lot on it. On the other end, Clemens doesn't get enough on that one on the baseline, and Crestview gets it right back.
Did you see who came down and got in front of Clemens' shot attempt? That was Wren Sheets. Randy, it is one thing that is impressive about Wren Sheets is that he gets back on defense as good as any big man that you're going to see. He hustles. Now, I like this right here. Doug Etzler says, look, they're going to play zone. We got a big lead. Let's just make them come out and guard us man-to-man.
Crestview with Leith working his way through the lane is going to draw the foul. It's going to be on Carter Clemens, his second. Brady Miller's going to check back into the lineup now for the Raiders. As Crestview is going to make a change as Liam Putman will check back in.
Important for Crestview to do a great job executing situational basketball. You got a 6-point lead under a minute left. A 1-3-1 now by Wayne Trace.
Crestview just playing this one up top.
Now they make a diagonal pass and then into the corner. They'll be able to get Sheets on that low block one-on-one.
So Wayne Trace maybe inching out closer. As Crestview begins a little bit more movement here. 15 seconds left in the quarter. So Ren Sheets calling for the basketball at the low block. Pass is going to be tipped away as Wayne Trace gets the turnover, but then they're going to throw it away in transition.
And a second time in a brief spell that Stoller makes a great defensive play, but the outlet pass gets away from him. That's going to give Crestview an opportunity. I think Wayne Trace should have come up and made this play a little more difficult.
Three ball's going to be no good, and that's how our third quarter will end. 24-18, Crestview in front. We'll take a timeout here on WOSN. (24-18) Crestview in front of Wayne Trace as we begin quarter number 4 here from the Palace.
Randy, a little disappointed that we didn't get advanced knowledge that it's Christmas sweater night in the student section.
A little bit.
I think we could have definitely dug something up and worn it.
Sure, we could have.
My favorite is the Christmas tree young lady. Her sweater is a Christmas tree.
There's a lot of interesting looks going on over in that Wayne Trace student section. There's good inside-out movement. Three ball might have been partially deflected, but it's going to end up right into the hands of Ren Sheets, who's able to score.
Now, second offensive rebound bucket, put back for Ren Sheets, now up to 6.
Now, if you do notice, going back to the student section, the young man sitting right across from us didn't get the memo in the Northwestern t-shirt.
I don't know who wears Northwestern anyhow, right? There's kids on campus at Northwestern that don't want to wear Northwestern.
Hey, but when that new football stadium gets built, there's one blocked away. Sheets will send one out of bounds. This is going to come after a foul call.
Yeah, Ren Sheets doesn't understand that call. He thought he had another clean block, and I tend to believe him.
Now, fouls on Hayden Parrott. That's going to be his third. It's going to send Lance Manley, who's had some extended minutes this evening, go to the free throw line. He'll knock down the first one.
Yeah, he's come in and give quality minutes. Had that big three-point play after the steal. He's making a statement to Coach Jimmy Linder. Coach, play me some more.
That's right. Our free throws tonight again brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, located in Wapak, Galveston, St. Mary's. Locally owned and operated, Lee's is not just famous for chicken, we're famous for catering too. Gonna get Lee's on the phone, maybe cater some Christmas meals.
Everything is good at Lee's, isn't it? How do they get a whole chicken breast as a tender? I mean, that's how big their tenders are. Staying in this 1-3-1 now. Well, when you play a Jimmy Linder team, you better be ready for all kinds of different defenses.
Sticking with that zone, like Miles said, that's both teams really been prepared. Here's Sheets in the middle of that defense. They're going to go up, throw it to him, unable to finish. Raiders come away with the basketball. Down 6 here, early moments of our fourth quarter. To drive, double clutch, finding a teammate, falling away, shots up, no good for Stoller. Offensive rebound, though, to the Raiders. Ends up in the hands of Brady Miller, who scores for the first time tonight.
Nice use of a little up fake by Brady Miller, who's been working hard on the defensive end. Gets rewarded. A little easy basket.
Makes it 26-22. Now, here's a steal as Lockoff gets the loose ball. His pull-up jumper's good.
Boy, what a crazy crossover by Lockoff to get his jumper free. Boy, that'll break some ankles.
It gives him 9, and it makes it a 2-point game here. 26-24, 5:50 and counting left to play in our scoreboard tonight. Brought to you by Carey Insurance in Grover Hill, proudly investing in our youth programs and our communities. Off the miss, here come the Raiders once again. Lockoff brings this one into the front court. Lockoff around a pair of defenders, now picks up his dribble.
Good help by Brady Miller. Recognized that Lockoff was getting in a little bit of trouble.
Manley gets the lob, but it's going to be knocked away. And now Parrott gets this one ahead to Hefner.
Yeah, it's got to be a quick pass into that post, and Doug Etzler's going to want to call timeout.
So timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well here. 26-24. You're watching high school basketball on WOSN. Down to a 2-point lead for Crestview here, 26-24. Knights lead. Wayne Trace, 5:11 left to play. Rainer Roberts, Miles Holiday from the Palace. Crestview coming out of the timeout has the basketball. Continue to be patient on offense going up against this zone defense.
Yeah, better awareness of where the shooters are. Braxton Leith on the right-hand side, who gets a screen by Sheets to get him free, but Stoller had been going out and harassing him, knowing that he's out there.
Lockoff comes away with the missed three-pointer. Now he's going to set the offense for the Raiders. High post pass is going to go through the hands of Clemens. This one's out of bounds. Last touch by Crestview. As Caden Sinn's going to check back into the lineup now.
And how about Caden Sinn? Still struggling to get his first bucket here tonight. Goose egg.
So Lockoff comes to the top of the key where he just picked up his dribble that needed some help. They'll finally get the basketball back. Here is Manley, Lance Manley. He'll go attack the basket and scores.
Oh, Lance Manley, huge spark plug in the second half for Wayne Trace as we tie this thing up at 26.
And he's got 7.
Well, he just plays with a lot of energy.
And now Crestview still going around the perimeter. Here's Parrott, turns down the 3. Now he has this basketball back, comes top of the key once again as he has a 2-man game with Hefner. Parrott back to Hefner again. Leith in the corner. He had the hot hand in the third quarter. Now to Parrott, his turn. That one's off the front of the iron, no good.
It was Manley that came all the way from the top side to get that rebound.
Now Sin, it'd be a good spot for a first basket, but it's no good. But the offensive rebound to keep that one away. And now an over and back call. Zach Stoller had the offensive rebound, and with the pressure coming, just threw it to who he thought was a guard.
Oh, you got to love coaches that are always trying. Jim Linder was going, that was touched, that was tipped. You got to love that. Always trying to find that angle with an official, but a good call by the officials. It was over and back.
So at the turnover, Crestview gets it back. There's Leith again from the corner. Now to Hefner. And we're going to get ourselves a foul here on a moving screen.
Oh, and guess who got it? It was Manley. And Ren Sheets is going to plow into him. That's going to be Sheets' third. It should not be that big of a factor, though, with 3:11 left. I think he's going to be able to navigate this game.
It's a quick timeout here with 3:11 left to play, so 26-26. Our score here.
3 fouls on Ren Sheets, 3 minutes left. You still be okay, but boy, if he picks up another one real quick,
yeah, then you get worried, right?
Then you're in serious Hurtsville if you're Doug Getzler. Boy, how about Wayne Trace finding a way to dig their way out and get back in this one again. 26-26 and doing it with all kinds of contributions. Can't say enough about Lance Manley. He has been a big-time energy giver for this Wayne Trace team. And Brooks Lockoff has stepped forward, done a good job, but been impressed with Brooks Lockoff. Tanner Lockoff. Well, I was impressed with Brooks too, but impressed with Tanner here tonight. He has been more assertive since the last time we saw him.
Yeah, Tanner with the basketball right now. He'll find Carter Clemens. Clemens back to Lockoff. Brooks right now off to a start at Ohio Dominican, Division II.
A nice little cut by Manley. They didn't see it in time. And Crestview really overplaying the wing looks.
Gerber's going to find Clemens underneath their sin. Can't get that one to go. A lot of contact, no foul. Everyone in white wanted to call there, but nothing. And now Crestview comes away with a basketball.
Yeah, I think Sin fell away, so the official wasn't going to reward him. Really good work by Hefner, who's been hounding him all game.
Now Hefner stuck under the basket, gets the kick out. Crestview with this one again. Here's Hefner from the wing as Owen Heckler trying to stay out of his way. Parrott gets the lob. Sheets, 3 defenders. A lot of contact there, no call.
He saw Sheets' reaction. He thought he was contacted. That's why the shot fell short. But with under 2 minutes left, the officials are telling both teams, you better bring your man card when you go inside the paint.
Manley able to save a possession there near the timeline. As the Raiders get this one back, minute 40 left to play. As the contact is coming up here again, there's a little bit more. Gerber from the wing buries the jumper.
Oh, rising fire, young fella. Tyson Gerber gives Wayne Trace the lead.
A big way to get your first basket of the night, huh? Puts the Raiders in front, 28-26 with a minute 19 to go. Crestview trying to answer, but the three's no good. Manley left open. And he's going to hold up and wait for everyone else as Wayne Trace wants to run some time off the clock.
Crestview saying we got to go out and guard.
Clemens trying to get inside now, needs some help as coach wants a timeout. So Jim Linder wasn't happy with the way the offense was looking. They'll take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 56 seconds to play. We'll be right back here on WOSN. .1 seconds left to play. Wayne Trace now playing with the lead for the first time tonight. 28-26, Raiders lead Crestview. Wayne Trace with the basketball. Crestview has a couple fouls to give here in this fourth quarter, so we'll see how this plays out. Now it's Tanner Logkoff with the basketball coming all the way around the perimeter. Back near the timeline. Now Gerber with it, being chased around by the blue jerseys, and foul is committed here with 37 seconds to go.
Oh, if you can't dribble and you can't handle the basketball, you're not on the floor for Wayne Trace. Everybody on the floor confident with their dribble. And they have to get it in one more time.
And get it into the backcourt for Zach Stoller. Stoller is then fouled. So Ren Sheets is going to pick up his fourth foul.
Not ideal, but Ren Sheets had to get the foul. Can't let that clock continue to run down if you're Crestview.
So Wayne Trace to inbound, now 35 seconds to go. Get this one in, and the foul comes, and that will lead to a couple of Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws.
Tanner Lockoff, 71% on the year from the free throw line. He's going to get 2, and boy, it was a crafty move to get himself free on that pass in the backcourt.
So that first Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw, a good one for Lockoff. That gets him into double digits tonight. Second one, no good. It's Crestview with a chance, down 3, under 30 seconds to play.
I should get a good look in the corner as Wayne Trace is still in his zone look.
Parrott will find Hefner. Hefner buries the Hoffman-Edwards Plumbing Heating and Air three-pointer.
Got a great screen. Now a steal.
Parrott underneath the bucket with 6 seconds to go. And now there's one to half court. Wayne Trace with a chance and a foul with 0.2 of a second. And a technical is going to be assessed as well. Oh my. Coach Etzler wants an explanation.
A lot to unpack here in the last 15 seconds of this one. Doug Etzler is going to want to have a timeout to assess this one, and he is shaking his head at the officials. He can't believe a technical call at that moment of the ball game.
So 0.2 of a second left to go. We'll do our best to try to explain what happened. So we had, first of all, the game tying three.
Yes, we did.
And then we come back. Crestview gets a turnover and scores.
Yep.
You get a pass to half court.
Yep.
That leads to a Wayne Trace shot attempt. Foul called under the basket, 0.2 of a second. As the teams were splitting up and ready to head to the free throw line, something was apparently said by a player on the floor, and the officials quick to call the tee, and that's led to the timeout here as Coach Doug Etzler wants the explanation. I'm not sure if he's satisfied with the explanation, but he's going to get one. And now we're going to have the chance for this game to be won by Wayne Trace at the Lee's famous Recipe Chicken free throw line.
A nice job of...
Did I get all that?
That's the Cliff Notes version right there.
So Tanner Lockoff at the line. Misses the first. Now, if I'm correct, there will be 4 free throws total taken here, yes? There's a technical, a foul on the shot. Misses the second. And now Crestview will take one of its 2 remaining timeouts.
Boy, the Crestview fans are really letting the officials know that they did not agree with that technical call. I gotta admit, it's not a situation that you're used to seeing a technical call with 0.2 left. But the officials were stalwart, talking to Coach Etzler, very adamant that yes, the young man deserved it.
So that is where we stand. So now 2 more free throws coming for Wayne Trace with 0.2 of a second to go with a chance to tie.
Well, they'll get the basketball again with 0.2 left. The 0.2 could only be a tip in. Can't catch and shoot with 0.2.
So officials trying to break up the team huddles here. So we still will have 2 more free throws, and now it looks like Wayne Trace is electing to go with Brady Miller.
Yeah, these are the technical free throws now. The first 2 are on the foul.
Okay. And Miller will hit the first one. As Coach Etzler wants to use his final timeout. Drama building here in the Palace.
Doug Etzler has used his timeouts here during these free throws absolutely brilliantly because just when you're a young man and thinking that you're going to shoot the free throw, the timeout is called. Now you have to reassess mentally and then go through the whole process of getting yourself ready again. It's kind of like icing a kicker in football.
So Brady Miller, the 6-foot senior, just knocked down his first Lee's famous Recipe Chicken free throw of the night. He'll get 1 more here with a chance to tie. with 0.00. No, I'm sorry, 0.2 on the.
Not your college grade point.
Yeah, I just had a flashback there for a moment. Free throw, no good. And now it's Wayne Trace that wants to use a timeout. So full timeout, Wayne Trace. We will see how this ends when we come back here on WOSN. Brady Roberts, Miles Holliday here from the Palace. Partner, we thought we'd get a good one tonight. Maybe the first three quarters haven't gone the way we thought, but an unbelievable finish in store here, 31-30.
Yeah, not how you start, but how you finish, right?
That's right.
And who would have thought that Wayne Trace, with an opportunity to win the game with 4 free throws, would only make 1, and we're going to be in a situation with 0.2 left, that it can only be a tap in, so they got Stoller and Clemens underneath the basket.
Yeah, Will Sheets defending the inbound. Here it comes. It's going to be taken away, and Crestview is going to come away with a 31-30 win over the Wayne Trace Raiders.
Well, this one's going to be, we're going to get texts and calls from buddies and say, well, what happened in that game? This one's going to be a tough one to explain, isn't it? This was an ugly affair in the first half that turned into an absolutely brilliant game in the second half. This was a fantastic basketball game with an unusual ending, to say the least.
Now 31-30 the final again. Crestview is going to get the win. They'll get back to 500 at 3-3, while for Wayne Trace, not the start of the year that they thought they were going to have, as they're going to fall to 3-2.
Yeah, anytime you miss your free throws, especially in crunch time minutes, it's tough to win games. And unfortunately for Wayne Trace, just could not convert at the free throw line when they needed it.
So 31-30, your final tonight. Crestview gets the win over Wayne Trace. It's going to wrap up our coverage tonight here for WOSN. I want to thank Megan up behind us running the cameras all night.
Well, thanks, Megan Sherrick. She did a great job, didn't she?
Did.
Ran to Taco Bell, didn't ask us if we wanted anything, but she did a good job on the camera here tonight. Nice job, Megan.
So 31-30, your final. Crestview gets the win over Wayne Trace. So for my partner, Miles Holliday, and our entire WOSN crew, I'm Brady Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.